Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Robustelli here, and it's Tuesday today, November 17th, 2020. Are you ready to count to 17? Let me get my trusty whiteboard here. It's a lot, it's more than our magic number. Are you ready? So it says up here, Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. Let's count and watch how I only say a number when I'm touching it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Do you know what number comes after 17? Like when you're counting 6, 7, 8, you've got 16, 17, 18. That comes next. That's tomorrow. Anyway, today we're going to talk about animals again. And the kind of animals we're going to talk about are zoo animals. Have you ever been to the zoo? I hope so. And if not, I hope you go soon. There's a great zoo in Connecticut, and there's a couple of great ones in New York, and they're so much fun to go to. So there's wild animals at the zoo. There's lions, there's elephants, there's zebras, there's gorillas. And today I am going to read to you one of my favorite books. It's about a zookeeper. And this is the person who make sure the animals stay in their cages, make sure they're safe, make sure everybody's safe, and that when he closes the zoo, all the cages are locked up and the animals are safe in their cages. This book that I'm going to read is called Goodnight, Gorilla. And what I want you to do is really look at these pictures. There's more pictures than words in this book. And on every page, there's a little mouse, and he is helping the gorilla to carry his big banana. So it's pretty fun to watch and see on every page. Okay? So fun to look at. Good night, gorilla. So there's the little mouse up there. He's getting that banana. The zookeeper's job is to make sure the zoo is all closed up and the animals are safe in their cages. Uh-oh, what is that gorilla doing? He took the zookeeper's keys, the keys to all the cages. Good night, elephant. There's that little mouse down there. Good night, lion. Good night, hyena. Good night, giraffe. Uh-oh, they're all getting out. Good night, armadillo. Look. The zookeeper is going home, and they are all following him. And now they're in his house. That giraffe had to bend down. And now they're in his room, and his wife is sleeping. Good night, dear, the zookeeper's wife said. There's that little mouse sleeping in the drawer with the banana. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Who is saying that? Whose eyes are those? So big. It's the zookeeper's wife. She turned on the light and saw all the animals. So she's taking them back to the zoo. Good night, zoo, she says. And look who's behind her. Good night, dear, she says to the zookeeper. Good night. Good night, gorilla. But he is sound asleep, snoring away. So for an art project for today, we are going to make a zebra. So in your binder, you'll find something that looks like this. Take that out, and also take the black strips out. And all you have to do is cut them and glue them onto your zebra. You can also rip them, which we did yesterday with the penguin. Then you add a little eye up here, and if you want, you can add a little nose and a mouth, a little tail if you want. And you can make your designs any way you want it. It's a black and white zebra, and it's lots of fun. The last thing I'm going to have you do is to take out your workbook and have a grown-up help you open up to page 32 and 33. There's some mazes that will help you with some skills that you need for some good handwriting. And you follow the red line through the picture without hitting any lines. That's the tricky part. You try not to hit any of these green lines in the watermelon or any of the black stripes in our zebra. And you go from the red all the way through to the blue arrow without trying not to hit any lines. Okay? So that's it for today, friends. And I think I'm going to see you very soon. So have a good afternoon and stay well.